Walk us through how you set out to use data to establish some sort of a meaningful pattern.
Sure. So we started with a really simple premise: people matter. And we thought about ourselves. We thought about our colleagues, our friends, and or parents that have children. Parents that have children put a lot of effort into raising their kids because they think the things that they do early in their children's lives will have a big effect on how those people will behave as adults. Well, so if we believe that political leaders are people too, then the same kinds of things that affect our children, our friends in their early lives, the same should hold true for political leaders. So we talked to a large number of political psychologists, social psychologists, developmental psychologists, and said, if we were going to look for some things in political leaders' early lives that systematically should shape how they behave, the kinds of policies they would support as adults, what would we look for? And the psychologist said, well, you want to look for things that are highly salient or have a high impact. And it turns out things like, at one end, being an orphan, serving in the military, things that take place in that sort of transitory period from adolescence to early adulthood. So we wanted to do this analysis statistically rather than from a purely historical perspective. And so we decided we would collect information about these kinds of things: service in the military, how old somebody is when they're in office, some early life experiences for every single political leader from the late 1800s to very close to present. Then what we did was we used a statistical set of tools to look at which group of people shared a particular set of experiences and to see how that correlated with their behavior 30, 40, 50, even 60 years later when they ended up in office as a dictator, as a prime minister, or even as a president.